How we doing, everybody?
Hola.
Welcome back to this episode of Getting Jiggly with It. I'm tired.
I am fatigued.
I am fatigued. No, you're really tired. Adri's already gone through her coffee, but I'm Will, and she's Adri, and we are playing games para what?
Para los niños.
Para los niños. Para what?
Para Extra Life.
Para what?
Para Children's Miracle Network.
See, all of those things. Todo. But yes, we are raising money for Children's Miracle Network. You can see that up above. That is our goal to beat our all-time goal. Our overall goal that I'd like to try to get to by the end of the year is $2,000 and 2,000 subscribers, which is roughly $300 away and 300 subscribers away. They're about even. So if every subscriber donates $1, we'll get there. And if we do, I got a big giveaway plan, probably some kind of all-in pledge of something that we're probably never going to get a chance to play. Just maybe. With that said, we are playing some games this time by Plaid Hat Games. If you watched earlier, we did Quirky Circuits. If you're watching this after the fact, we have a video up of Quirky Circuits. But this is Familiar Tales. If we can hit that goal before the end of game day today, we will be buying a copy of this and throwing it into the what?
The big bundle of games.
Big bundle giveaway. So we'll be throwing it in there. Familiar Tales, if you're not familiar with Plaid Hat Games, they've done a lot of games in this style. It's a storybook game where you're going to go through. There is an app involved with Familiar Tales, which I actually think is good. We played Aftermath, and it was kind of clunky going through the book to figure out where you needed to go. So it's nice to have something do that for you. But the difference between this and maybe some of the other games, because we played Aftermath, I haven't played Forgotten Waters. This is a deck building game. And I'm like, deck building game? Plaid Hat? In a storybook? Yes. So we have that. So we are going to be set up for a two-player game. We breezed through the rules. We apologize. I did not get a chance to get a full rules read or watch some playthrough videos. I didn't want to watch playthrough videos because I didn't want to be spoiled, right? But we're gonna try our best to get through this. If anybody in chat has played the game, hopefully they will correct us, or hopefully they were reading the rulebook while we were reading the rulebook. Maybe. I expected David and Ryan, and Joseph and all them to be reading the rule book because they want to help us out. Para los niños. Right. So we're going to go ahead and flip over the camera and I will give a brief rundown of the game. What do you think of the app-assisted games? I like app-assisted games. Again, I think David's asking this because I mentioned this the other day on an app-assisted game because it got brought up. I like app-assisted games because I'm a gamer. I was a video gamer most of my life. So it just kind of bridges those two since I can't play video games much anymore. Really, I don't play video games at all anymore.
No.
That's sad. Either way, let's flip over the camera. So there we go. We are set up for a two-player game of Familiar Tales. And why is that?
Because there are two.
Well, technically, there's Cuatro. Cuatro heroes.
4 heroes, 2 players.
2 players. So in a two-player game, the rules are, and now people have done different things. You can do multi-hand gameplay if you want, or you can just set it up the way the book tells you to. And what that is you take your 2 characters, you take their decks, you smash them together. We're playing Smash Up with Familiar Tales, and let's see, people. It's shadows and things. And then I got a baggie now. I'll get this figured out. But yes, you smash the 2 decks together, and then you take a couple cards out, which are filler cards. So, like I mentioned, it is a deck building game. So as we go through the game, you're going to be able to do several actions. One is movement. So of course, just like any deck building game, there are movement points on the cards that you can play. The second thing you'll be able to do is some type of action on the board, which may include attacking, which is a strength action, investigating, which is, I think, your intellect action, taking care of the baby, because there's a baby, and a couple other things, but it'll tell us what to do. The baby. As we play through the game, we'll be able to power up our characters. So we're going to have power markers here. As we power up, then we can spin them to buy the cards in the market row. I don't think it technically matters if it's my card or your card. Like lucky is normally me. Give him some catnip. Yeah. Just put some catnip over there. Maybe that'll calm him down. See, you're unfamiliar to the rules of familiar tales. Yeah. The other thing you can do is craft goods. So, of course, when you are investigating, you're going to be able to pick up some of these resources here. And those resources are going to allow you to, well, make things. Right? Other things are going to happen in the game. Bad guys are going to come out. The whole 9 yards. This goes over 3 eras. So the first era, it's a baby, and then she grows up. Depending how you did during the game, whether she's happy or sad, misfortune, discontent, is going to change the type of, I guess, young kid, kid, and then teenager that she becomes. That's it. I'm probably going to be referencing the rulebook a lot again because did a quick read through during our break. So hopefully we don't make any rules mistakes. But again, the key to all games, and this is something we say in everything in every game we play, is to have fun. As long as we had fun, who cares if we made rules mistakes? See?
Sí.
Sí. Audrey says sí, so that means it must be correcto porque ella es correcto, todo es incorrecto.
You're so cute.
Normally it's just me being incorrect though, but you know, I'm saying all those bad people that say, oh, you did this wrong. Who cares? I had fun. All right, so there we go. So we did get set up. We do have the app up and running. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I got this working right. There we go. Webcam app. Look at that beautifulness. I do have a mouse over here. I haven't been using it the last 2 days because it's hard to get used to. So we're going to go ahead and flip over here. So when you go through originally, it has you go through some different steps. It'll let you can either set up the game from the rulebook or the app will actually walk you through setting up as we have here. I don't know why I'm showing like this because currently there's an app covering where my hand is moving around. Then it gets to this part in the setup guide. The one before this actually said player order. So I did me, Audrey. So even though we're using 1 deck of cards, we will still control 2 sets of characters. All right. So it says put this in. This is from I'll have to show you guys in the top cam. This is from our map, our journey map. It is 101, which is the very beginning, which is where it says we are, which is called Start Chapter 1, Fleeing the Night. In the dead of the night. Oh, that I should have done. All right. So it looks like it should have voice acting. So we're going to go ahead and hit play and see what happens.
The night hung heavy over the countryside, as did the dark rain clouds that traversed the sky. The land was hilly and green, and mostly uninhabited, save for a modest cottage that was little more than a single room. Lightning crashed as the sound of frantic pounding came from outside the cottage door. Old Maurelius called out,
Hold on! Goodness me!
The old wizard crawled out of bed and found his robe. But where was his hat? No matter. He looked at the 4 familiars who served as servants, pupils, and in many ways, adopted children.
Flicker, will you get us some light? Blaze and Gribbet, be on guard for trouble. Chalk...
The old man looked at the stone golem, which stared vacantly at a wall. Trees, the bird that acted as Chalk's voice, was nowhere to be seen.
You just keep looking pretty.
Flicker flicked from candle to candle, setting each alight. Slowly, the cottage door became bathed in an orange glow. Piles of books and all manner of knickknacks and curios lay in heaps on shelves, tables, and the floor. Again, there was a frantic pounding at the door, and now they could hear the sound of a wailing infant.
Goodness me! A baby?
The wizard shook his head.
At this hour? In this weather?
And he threw open the door. And there was a woman, hidden in a soaked cloak and robes, and in her arms was a swaddling babe. Maurelius gasped.
You? Good gracious! Get inside at once!
But the woman shook her head.
There is no time. Even now, Lord Parrish's agents close in on my heels. Maurelius, I feel all lost. Please, my daughter, you must take her.
And she thrust the infant at the old man. Gribbert chuckled and shook his head at this, for he knew children made Maurelius uncomfortable, and he would never accept.
Yes, of course.
And much to the shock of the familiars, he scooped the babe from the woman's arms. In the distance, dogs barked.
They have found me.
She took several steps from the door, then turned back. Lightning crashed, and for the first time the familiars could see her anguished face.
Please, Master Wizard, hide her well, for all of Principalia may very well depend on her.
Perish shall never have her.
And Marilius held up a fist to show it was a solemn oath. And then the woman was gone, lost to the night. And the wizard slammed the door shut.
Quickly now, all of you.
The familiars had never seen Marilius looking so anxious before.
If her pursuers were this close, then they will know where she was headed. We have minutes before they arrive. No, don't worry. I shall hold them off easily enough. But the babe cannot remain here. Head for the witchwood. Hide yourselves and wait for me to find you. What questions do you have before you go?
Okay, so all right, so I was trying to figure out what because I was trying to read to see if the story matched up, but it
Does it show you?
coming back. Well, I don't know. It was story there, but I don't know if the story was matching up with the text because I wasn't reading it, and I probably should have. But either way, we were.
But
listening.
does it show like where it is reading and?
Nah, it didn't show that. So, you can ask. So this is Blaze's turn, which is actually you. So it's odd that you get. Oh, because I'm first, but I'm stupid, and I don't have my bird, so that's why you get to go. So your choices are: who was that woman? Who is this child? Who is Lord Parrish? What should we know about the Witchwood? How will you find us? Or end questions.
Who's the baby?
Who is this child? Let me slide this over.
This precious thing is none other than the Princess of Principalia.
Princess of Principalia.
I guess we could really ask them all.
Okay.
So who is that woman? You're gonna have to say because my mic's way over there.
Who is that woman?
There you go.
That was Her Royal Majesty, the Queen of Principalia.
The Queen of Principalia.
Gribbett knows, don't you, lad? Lord Parrish is the royal advisor. The scoundrel had me fired from my position as royal magician. No doubt to hide his own evil doings.
Who's that one?
That was.
The magician is a magician?
Oh, you can only ask 3 questions. Well, I guess that was your limit.
Okay.
In the distance came the sound of baying dogs.
There is no more time for questions.
Marilius barred the door, then opened the back window and beckoned them over.
Hurry, hurry, my friends. Flee to the Witchwood and wait for me there.
And so they abandoned the hut they had known for years, as on the horizon the sun began to set. The rain had stopped, the thunder was retreating, and everything seemed covered in endless drear. Gribbert moaned.
The Witchwood seems very far away. We'd better hurry.
There was a distant chirping, and Tweets, Chalk's other half, flapped down and landed on one of the golem's broad shoulders.
All right. All right. So chapter 1 objectives. Flee across the shivering stream. Find refuge for the night in the old mill. Barricade the old mill from enemies and hold a fire to warm and soothe the baby. Turn to page 3 of the location book. Follow the starting. So let me see. So I'm going to see. I wonder if this can be zoomed in or not. So let me see. I don't know if technically this makes a difference for the gameplay or not. So, because if that's all that's showing ever, then I can trim this down in the stream and make this bigger for you guys. Let me see. We'll find out if it ends up getting bigger at some point for some reason. Then we will make this bigger. All right. I think we're good there. So we're going to go ahead and what did it say? Turn to page 3. So Audrey's got us on page 3. Let me click over here. Audrey's hungry. Nope, that's not it. There you go. I don't know why my... Oh, battery's dead. Oh, well, that's not good. Well, I got a mouse. I'll have to use my mouse. All right. Baby in Witchwood. Now, we don't know about the Witchwood. Survive the 3 dangers of the fire swamp. So Witchwood is malo, I'm guessing. So here we go. We are on page 3. All right. Starting setup. Place the baby and familiars on the starting spot. Baby. Okay. There we go. Generate an encounter of 2 unsavory. I don't know what that means. Oh, unsavories. Oh, I guess it's these things. Generate an encounter of 2 unsavories. Where does it talk about generating an encounter? Yeah, it says generate an encounter of 2 unsavories, but it doesn't say like where to generate them.
Encounters.
Encounters, okay. How many enemies you are to generate an encounter with? Collect the figure standees for these enemies. All right, so it says there's a round one, a square one. You know, I don't know why it says 2 because there's 3 on here. There's the encounters and savory. That's what they have as abilities. Unless instructed otherwise, place those enemies on the space marked with the hand. Okay. So it says generate 2.
2 encounters?
I'm confused whether we do 2 or 3. Because there's 3 here, but the book says 2. Through the encounter section of the page, if any of the enemy figures being put into play have life tracks, place the enemy marker on the highest numbered space of those tracks. Shape of the base for each figure will match up with one of the life tracks, so you can track the life. Occasionally, you will be instructed to generate a number of enemies that is less than the number of life tracks for the enemy types. In these cases, always start at the top most enemy life track, work your way down, place the enemy figures with the bases that correspond. Okay, so that's okay. So at certain points, it may have us spawn that last guy. Okay. All right, so we do that, and then it says put this at the highest mark for each of those. All right. Continue to the next familiar's turn. So, turn to page 3, location book. Follow the starting setup instructions on that page. Continue. Oh, okay. Entry 101. Would you like the app to teach you how to play? Huh! I mean, do we want to do a full tutorial? I'm going to leave that up to chat. Would you guys like a full tutorial and have the app teach us how to play, or would you guys like us to train wreck this like we've done the entire stream so far? That's up to chat. Would you guys like us to? Would you guys like us to train wreck it, or actually let the app do its job? Oh, just that way.
Just wait. You want to know how to play.
Wonder how long a tutorial is.
Yeah,
I
do
don't
too.
I don't know. Like, you know, is it gonna
Does it say?
shorthand? No, it doesn't say there. And we could start it, and we could always hit back if we want to stop. I mean, it's, you know, not that big of a deal. I doubt we're going to get all these baddies, but we brought out all of our baddies because I painted them and I want to show off how wonderful.
Job you
We need to show how wonderful the paint job we do. Why?
because of the giveaways that we're going to have with painted minis.
Well, that's one reason. The other reason is because of what Henry Lamb, there, perfect timing, what Henry Lamb did, which is donating to our $100 incentive, which we will paint minis. Next year, I think I'm going to split it up. I think I'm going to do a donation for speed painted, or donation level for what we would call a wash / sun drop technique, a donation level for a speed paint technique, and a donation level for, I don't want to call it like professional detailed technique, but like kind of like we do our Marvel United, right? Where we actually paint each color. I say do the tutorial and then see. Yeah, we can do it. That's fun. Yeah, I was going to be like, well, I can plug it in. No, I can't plug it in. All right, so let's go back to the webcam and let's go through the tutorial. All right, would you like it? Yes. Why not? Tutorial. Welcome to the Familiar Tales tutorial. Oh, dang it. It cut it all. Oh, I gotta love it. All right. Oh, yeah, we gotta make this bigger for a little while. There we go. Make it bigger for a little while. There you go. All right. Welcome to turn to page 3 of the location book. We did that. Complete the first steps of the setup on page 3. Place the baby token. Did that. Next, starting generating counters. We did that. Next, put their health. We did that. Press done above to continue. Done. All right. Getting started. This page goes to the top of the screen. For this page, all familiars and the baby must reach exit A, which is there. Okay. If there's enemies in play when you leave the page, you will gain 1 misfortune, which is on my tracker over here. You can't lose on most pages in Familiar Tales, but the worse you can do, the more misfortune you gain. Gaining a lot of misfortune will affect the story in negative ways, so including the fate of the child. The app always lists whose turn it is at the top of the screen. It's currently Blaze's turn, so the player controlling Blaze goes. So I changed the turn order, and it seems like it didn't care. It seemed like it didn't matter that I changed the turn order. Maybe I just did it wrong. When it's your turn, you can take any number of actions such as attacking, moving, or caring for the child. For Blaze's very first action, let's move to the 102 page to investigate. To move, first place one. Oh, it's having you do this. So let me go back over here so they can see what we're doing while we're going through the tutorial, because that would be better. So, all right. So Audrey is going to follow along with the tutorial, so they can see over here because that's available. Okay. So it says, well, no, hang on. You got to do what it says. Where's your cards?
My cards.
All right. So let's move to the 102 space, investigate it. To move, first play any one card from your hand, placing it face up on the table. So basically anything with a 1 movement will get you over there.
Say 2.
Oh, you have good movers, I guess. All yours are 2?
Yeah.
All right.
What?
Yeah, it just says play it face up. All right. All right. The number next to the symbol of the card is how many dashed lines you can move the familiar across. For now, move the familiar 1 space to the 102. All right. All right. So continue. All right. Whenever you play a card to move, you might have to resolve the icon in the top left corner of the card. There are 2 kinds of icons. Small card icon underneath them and one with the exclamation. What kind did you play?
The one with the card.
With the card. Okay. Card icons matter when playing a card into a skill test. A move is not a skill test, so we can move on. Okay. Now that you're familiar with 102 space, you can explore the space. Enter 102 in the text box and press go. All right. So 102. All right. Oh, tip, don't hit 102 on the
Okay.
Don't hit 102 on the keypad because it changes the screen.
Oh.
All right. Yep. And we're back here. And we're going to move the mic. And we're going to listen to a story.
I hear something.
Blaze stood alert, her ears held high.
Humans on the road, armed and armored.
Ribbert nodded and looked around.
Take cover, everyone. Let us see what we have.
2 thugs came into view, sprinting down the road. One of the thugs spat.
Tell you, I saw something. Right here. Look around.
The other thug shook his head.
What are we looking for anyway? Didn't Lord Paris bewitch the old man? Sure he did, but we're looking for the baby still. Pay attention, you idiot. Paris says the baby was spirited away by magic critters the old wizard controls. We've got to find them.
All right. So then you I guess it's going to do what it says to do. All right. So Oddity gets power +1. So one Blaze, power +1. Place a no symbol on the space for that.
This is my power. See? See here?
Yep. All right. You gained a power. So increase it on your dial. Oh, he's going to tell us what to do. The no token on 102. We did that. All right. What action would you like to do next? Explore space 103.
Mm-hmm. Does this,
Which is there.
Where does this go?
That's discard, I guess. Or it's, I guess, off to the side. It'll tell us what to do with cards eventually. So you can go to 103, attack an unsavory, forage for... No, you can't go yet. You got to choose what you want to do.
Oh.
So you can go to 103, forage for, or attack these guys. Oh, I guess they should be looking this way. Attack the unsavory, forage for wood, forage for food, or end your turn.
I want to attack. Can I
Okay,
attack?
so Oddity wants to do an attack. Yeah, you can attack.
Cool.
All right, so she's going to attack the unsavory. Okay, since your familiar has a melee weapon, you'll perform melee attack via might skill test. Continue. All right. First, play cards to perform a move action to enter the same space as the enemy. Keep at least 2 cards in hand to perform an attack. All right. So you have to go over here and play 2 cards to get you over. Or you got to play. How many cards you got left?
4.
4. So you need to go 1. The single dotted line is 1.
move.
A double dotted line is 2 moves. So you need 1, 2, 3 to get into their square.
And then I waste 1 because I have all of them are 2.
And then, well, do any of your attacks have something different? So this one this one lets you draw a card. That's right. What did this one do? Activate Flicker's ability, but it's not her turn. And these allow you to link it with me, but I'm not playing. So yeah, those would be fine.
This?
Yeah. Okay.
So
that gives you enough to get there.
move.
Okay. Okay. Resolve any exclamation symbols on those cards. There is link. So we'll do the link. If you played solo, this link symbol allows you to immediately draw 1 card. For games with multiple players, this symbol isn't relevant. Okay, continue. All right, so none of these, my cards has action at the bottom, which it doesn't. So I'm done resolving symbols. All right. For a melee attack, you will perform a might skill test. The might value on the skill card you play for the test will contribute to your total. So that's the red thing. Continue. All right. Skill tests are an important part of familiar terrors where your familiars try to complete tasks by using the might, insight, agility, or resilience symbols on your skill cards. Continue. All right. To resolve skill tests, first play your skill cards and resolve their symbols. Then other players will have a chance to support cards, and then you roll the chance die. Continue. According to the defense value of the unsavory in the location book, you must achieve a 5 or higher on your skill test to successfully attack the unsavory, because they have a shield of 5.
Okay.
Okay. Play 1 or more skill cards in your hand into the skill test. So you're going to play both of your cards, right? So that gives you 2. Okay. Resolve the exclamation points. So you have, those 2 are the 2 that you used to move. Those two are the ones you're playing. Yep. Okay. So you have a
Draw a card.
um
The wand.
yeah, you have one. Well, the wand isn't listed as an option, which is weird. It might ask us later because that takes place during, I think, the combat is why. Okay, so you have this card plus the draw card symbol means that you may choose immediately to acquire a fatigue card from the face-up fatigue pile and place in your discard pile. If you do, draw a card from your draw pile, allowing you to increase and improve your actions. So it's your
From
choice.
where?
You can take a fatigue card. Yes, let's do this so they don't mix them up. You can take a fatigue card, which goes to your discard pile, but then you can draw another one of your cards here, which might make you have more strength. Well, it will, because you're going to have a red number one anyways. All right, so Audrey's going to take a fatigue card, which allows her to draw a card. And then you can play that, add that to your total. Continue. All right, next, resolve any more explanation points. There aren't any more. Action at the bottom. So there is an action at the bottom. Card has an action at the bottom. Skill card with an action at the bottom is played during a move, action, or skill test. The action effect does not trigger. Instead, you can play this card separately as a special action to trigger the effect, which is okay. So we're not going to do the action because we played it for the attack. But what is that? I think is for flick, right? Both of them are for flick, or no?
It says, it has her here, so I guess it is.
Well, that's originally her card.
You might discard one card from the training row.
Okay, from here, the training row.
Then look at the top 3 cards of the training deck and add one of them to the row.
Okay, so you can refresh the row with your magic. Okay. What's your other one? Spark.
Flicker targets an enemy within 2 spaces. The target becomes on fire.
Okay, so
danger.
That would only work with flick. Oh, danger.
+1. I mean, danger.
Okay, so then the danger goes up. So if you look over here on the app, there's a danger ±.
Oh.
So, okay, so continue. Whenever you play a card for its action effect, you don't trigger the top left symbol, only resolve that symbol for moves and skill test. Resolving the action of an action card, if a specific familiar is listed, that familiar resolves the effect even if it's not their turn. Oh, okay. So if you were to play that, you could actually trigger that. I mean, they're 3 away, but if she was closer, you could use this even though it's not Flick's turn. So that's kind of cool. All right. Nothing else, so I'm done resolving those. Okay. Some skill cards have a square under the top left. Look at the cards. If an item has a symbol, the matching symbol from your skill card, playing that card in a skill test will trigger the item's effect. So no, yours doesn't have that symbol. Yours has this symbol, right? Flick has the wand, so that's not going to trigger. Continue. Did you play a card with I guess that's a fox symbol? No, right? No, none of these have a fox symbol, right? No. Okay. Since you didn't play one with the fox symbol, your vicious bite item does not trigger. Continue. Next, ask if any players would like to support you. You need to do okay.
This is too hard.
Oh yeah, and I do feel a little pretty. I don't have any linking cards, so I cannot continue. Since they won't be drawing cards before their turn, they have to know that you're gonna have fewer cards. Continue. Last, roll the die. Roll the die into the skill test. If you don't like the results, you can re-roll for each re-roll effect. So +2. So Audrey has 2, 3, 4, 5. So Audrey has 5. Continue. If you rolled a positive or negative number, add or minus to your thing. Add 1 danger. Oh, if you got a danger, add 1 danger to the app. Continue. If you rolled a power on the die and you pass the test, gain 1 power. Power can be used to improve your familiar. Is it 5 or higher? Yes, it is 5. Yes. All right. You pass the test. Look at the damage value on your weapon item, which is 1. Reduce the matching unsavory life track by 1. So were you attacking the circle guy or the square guy? Just the stronger guy?
Circle guy.
Or the weaker guy so we can get rid of him quicker.
The quicker guy. I mean the square
weaker
guy.
All right, so we reduced his by 1. Okay, continue. Did you reduce the unsavory's life to 0?
No.
No, we do not have good weapons. How in the world would that happen on the first turn? during the tutorial. No. What action would you like to do next? Well, you have no more cards, right? You have no more cards. So you can't forage, you can't do any of that stuff. You can't move. We need to come save you. So I guess you're going to end your turn, right? End my turn. To end this familiar's turn, first draw 5 cards from your deck. Till you have 5 in your hand. Whenever you run out, then you shuffle, just like a normal deck builder. Continue. Now press end turn at the top of the screen. End turn. All right. The app changed to the next familiar's turn and raises the danger by 1. Okay, so the longer we take, the more the danger is going to increase. Okay, continue. What action would you like to do? What do I got? Hang on, what do I got? 4, 6, 8, 10. I got a lot of movement. I got some draw. So draw. I got a healing. I got sneaky, which I can use. So sneaky lets me reduce the danger by 1. This familiar cannot target enemies that are 2 or more spaces away. So I can target 1 space away. Swim. When moving, Gilbert treats water spaces as normal. Gilbert is immune to rushing water. Gilbert can only wear light armor. Okay, because we're going to do armor and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm thinking this would be good because I can be sneaky. But that works with my attack. So I'm going to save that for my attack. So I'm going to probably go after that guy too. But can I do both? If I go 2, 1, 2, 3 to get there, which is 2 cards. And then it would be 1, 2 to get in here, right? So that'd be 1, 2 to get in there. So that'd be these 3 cards. That would leave me 1, 2. Unless you have any link cards. Oh no, I can just go here. The question is, I wonder if you don't use it, if it carries over. Like some deck builders, if you don't use all your resources, you get to use it later. I don't think this does. I think it's use it or lose it. So the question is, do I want to? Oh, but I can play these 2, which allow me to draw cards. So I would actually get more cards. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go to 103 so we can do the story. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, right? I'll do that with these 2 cards. So I'm going to go to Explore Space 103, perform move action, which I did. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Resolve any exclamations. So I have this. All right, so I can choose to draw 2 fatigue cards. 1, 2. Put them in my discard pile, which allows me to draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Ooh, I got some fancy smancy aiming stuff. Not sure what that does. What's this little aim symbol do? Oh, it's an action card. Place Gilbert
it's
on
a
a
power.
space.
You may trigger a matching effect on an item card.
Yeah, okay, so it's an
Familiar.
action. Yeah, so I can place Gilbert on a space that is within 3 spaces of line of sight of his current space. Oh, it's like I'm jumping. I'm leaping. I'm jumping over. Okay. And then this one is aim. And then it says it activates something. Oh, maybe when I upgrade a weapon, I'm going to have something else.
Because it just has them all and it
Yeah,
says,
it's his, but I don't think I have the weapon I need to use it yet. So we'll see. We'll see when the app gets there. Okay. So continue. So I did that twice. I have no other symbols because those are my only 2 symbols. All right. Done resolving symbols. All right. So put 103 in the app. 1, 0, 3. Go. I'm going to go back over Chia. This is the only thing that's going to be a little bit hard is having to keep doing that back and forth. I guess I could duplicate that window and then I would just turn the window on and off. Although I don't think they're seeing the tutorial anymore anyways. Oh no, I scrolled up. Never mind. I think they're seeing it. Hang on, let me scroll down. I think somebody would tell me. Nope. Oh, the tutorial went away. Oh, because it's doing this. All right. hang on. Story time.
They stood at the edge of a vineyard and gazed out at the tangled plants that grew in rows among the dark, fertile soil. The sweet scent of grapes wafted in on the humid air.
Plants! Many plants!
Tweet chirped as Chalk absently scratched its hindquarters,
Well said, my friend, as always.
and Gribbert patted the golem on the arm.
Many plants indeed. Let's take you on the path the farmers so thoughtfully laid down and see what we can find.
Plants! Many plants!
Gribbert nodded as if Chalk and Tweets made perfect sense.
Yes, nothing gets by you. I'll take that as you're in agreement with me.
Rook.
All right. So +1. Place a no on the 103. All right. Done. All right. So we go back over our key. And we shrink it back down again. And while we're over here, let me check to see what everybody's doing. Que lindo. Oh, Mama. Mama says, que linda pareja. Dino los bendiga por lo que hacen por los niños que lo necesitan. De Bogotá, Colombia. ¿Cómo? Oh, it must be an emoji, so the emoji doesn't show up.
Oh, gracias, mami.
Gracias, mama. Okay, so now I want to attack the unsavory. All right. Since you have a ranged weapon, you'll perform range attack via an agility. Oh, so mine's via agility test. Okay, because I'm ranged. To attack with your lashing tongue, you'll need to be in the unsavory space or within one space, which I am, and in line of sight, which I am. Continue. An attacker has line of sight to its target if an imaginary straight line can be drawn from the dot on the attacker space to the dot on the target space. Okay, so there's a line there, there's a dot there, there's a dot there, and yes, you can draw a line. Technically, couldn't you draw a line anywhere? Oh, without crossing a double solid line. Okay. First play cards perform a move action to move into range. Keep at least 2 cards. I'm already within range. Okay, for ranged attack, you will perform an agility skill. Yeah, we got that. Need to do 5 or higher. Okay. Play 1 or more cards from your skill cards for the skill test. All right. So, I just need to beat it. These don't actually do damage. The damage is your weapon, which my weapon's 1, 2. So technically, so I'm going to do sneak because that activates. And that gets rid of one of our danger. We'll do aim just to see what it does in the app.
But is the tutorial going to guide us throughout the whole game, or what?
I don't know. I don't know if it's going to just do... The tutorial might just be this first page, I think. Or this might be the tutorial game, which might be the first round. We'll see. So I'm doing that. I mean, we're still technically playing. We still got to make the decisions ourselves. So that gives me 4 by playing those 2. So I think I want to do 5 just in case I get the... I don't want to use this, but I can use a reroll. So I got a reroll. So I'm going to keep these 2. All right. So did that. Resolve any symbols. So with an exclamation. So I have the reroll. So that's just going to tell me that I can reroll later in my skill test. So then I have a action at the bottom. No. I'm done resolving those. Do I have the mask? Yes, I have the mask. Great. Your lung lash special effect triggers immediately reduce danger by 1 in the app by pressing the minus button. Minus. Woohoo! All right. Continue. All right. Next, ask if any other players would like to help support me.
Yeah. I can't.
Well, it's your choice. No, you have to have a link. You know, you used your links earlier. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, continue. Since they won't be drawing more cards. Okay. Last, roll the die. Oh, that he has it up here, or I put it up there. So +1, so that is definitely enough. Continue. Throw it positive, negative, continue, continue, Yes. All right, you pass. So take it down by
So
1. You want to get protein bars? Yeah, just go grab us 2 protein bars. Continue. All right. Did you reduce the life to 0? No, but we're really close. I can, well, no, I can't hit him twice. No. But I don't have as much power as I had before. I think I'm going to hang on to my 2 cards. I think. All right. So we get rid of all this. Put that there. I think I will end my turn. All right. To end this familiar's turn, draw back to 5 cards. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Which actually works out pretty good because I got a bunch of chalks cards. All right. Then go up here, click end turn. All right. So now it will be Flicker's turn. So this will be Audrey's turn then, once she gets back with our protein bars. Toad, frog, or chameleon with the tongue. Yeah, he's a frog. He's a frog. He's got like little yellow things going on. How's the app interaction for this game? So it looks like the app is just for the story. I mean, it really is. It's just facilitating the story for you, so you don't have to go through the book. If you played Aftermath or Forgotten Waters, you had to go through another book to figure out what you were doing. This is all through the app. So I like apps, and I think it's doing a good job. I like that this got a nice little tutorial for us.
yes.
So it is Flick's turn. So what does Flick want to do? So Flick can attack, forage for wood, forage for food. At some point, I'm going to have to take the baby with me, and it's not telling me to take the baby with me. Maybe the last person is going to tell me to take the baby with you. It's like, hey, by the way, you left the baby there. You should probably pick it up and take it with you.
Do I need those icons that are there? I can see.
Attack, wood, or food. Food, I think, is for feeding the baby, which is important.
You want to feed the baby?
Wood is probably needed for crafting, probably.
Feed the baby, but what do I do?
Well,
Just select
no,
that?
you're going to forage for food. Okay. All right. Play cards to take a move action to enter the space with a resource. Keep at least 2 cards in your hand for a forage action. So the food is here. So to get there, you need 1, 2, 3. So you need at least 3 movement to get over there. All you have is 2s again? Well, double check. You don't want to use the... I think you're going to use the yellow for the forage action. So you might want to keep the high yellow. Yeah, you're not attacking, so you get rid of that. You don't need to heal. Yeah, those would be good ones to get rid of. That's 4. Okay. Heal. Increase your familiar's life by 1, which doesn't matter. And the other one was the sword, which isn't one of these things. Now that you've reached the resource, you can perform a forage action to take it. To forage, you must perform a skill test. All right? Forage is going to use the eyeball, which is what I thought. Continue. Look at the top corner of the forage book, in the book. So it says forage is 3. So you're going to have to beat forage by 3. And that, remember, that includes rolling a die. You always have to roll the die. All right? So play 1 or more cards in your hand into the skill test.
There are.
Mm-hmm.
And then roll.
That's up to you whether or not you want to do that, or do you want to throw in 1 more card. This is that's a reroll. That would be good. Yeah, do the reroll. All right. So now you played your cards. Continue. Resolve any exclamations. We already know what the reroll does. So continue. Done resolving. Ask if anybody else has any link cards. I do, but I think your reroll is going to be good enough. That's fine. I'll do an assist. I mean, that's technically what it's called is assist. I'll go ahead and assist you. So that gives you one more.
Do I get it?
I just play it to say that I'm assisting. Now this part is kind of annoying, but I get it. They had to put all this in here because they don't know which option you're going to choose first, and it doesn't remember that you took an option, I guess.
Mm.
All right, so roll your die. That's good. I wouldn't re-roll. That's going to give you power. So you pass the forage. Continue.
Do I give me one?
Hold on. Yeah, you get one there. Mm-hmm. You pass the test. Take the forage resource. Everybody gets some resources.
Comida.
She gets comida, and place it on your card. Place the no symbol. So it's the same as aftermath. You can only do each one once. Resources like this can be used later to craft items, care for the child, do other tasks. All right. So now, would you like to forage for? These are blue. Why are they blue? It's not green
That's it.
anymore. Sorry, beanies. So Bella likes protein bars too. All right. So, all right. So you discard these. I have to discard that. You got some cards left?
Uno.
You have just one card left?
Yeah.
What's you're ranged, right? Oh no, you're magic.
But I have a.
Flicker
Look
can
at this,
cross
does
single
it make
line,
dimensions?
single solid white lines. Moving flicker across a doubled line requires. Okay, so yours is always one movement point. That's your special ability. Yeah, I'm pretty much the carry the child. So basically, carry when playing a card to move, can choose one small figure or object token and take it with me. Which I guess is everything but me. So you have one card. What's that card have? Oh, heal. It's not good for foraging. It's not going to be enough attack to do anything. So probably that's it. But I wonder why these are blue. Click on it and see what happens. Play cards to take a move action into the space with the resource you want. Keep at least 2. I guess it's blue because it knows you can't really do it. So it just makes it blue. You can't attack from there. Craft an item. You can't craft an item because we don't have anything to craft. So end your turn. End turn. Okay. All right. So as the big boy, what do I want to? No, see they're blue down here too. That's weird. It's not even telling me to carry. It doesn't matter. I carry her with me no matter what. So it doesn't matter. Do I want to forage for wood? Am I smart? I guess that's the question. Is he smart? 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm not smart.
Oh, but I've got a mountain card, which equals +1 when attacking, and I got a mountain card. Going after him. I'm going to attack the unsavory because I get +1 to my attack. Since share is melee, I have to get melee. Cool, gotcha. First play cards to get into melee. Oh, I want to keep this. How much do I need to get into melee? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I need 4. All right, so I'm going to do those 4 to get into melee. And I bring the Nino with me. There you go. So I did that. Okay. And then, to heal, but I'm full health. So I'm done. According to the baby's character card, when familiars move, they can carry the baby. For most familiars, they carry the baby slows them down. And they can only play only allows one space of movement. Chalk can carry without a penalty. So whenever chalk moves, the baby moves too. For melee attack, I'll perform a might check. Okay. Take it a 5. Okay. Play one or more cards. Okay. Continue. All right. Exclamation points. No. Did you play a symbol? Yes. Great. Rock Fist. Special effect triggers. If you pass the test, you do 1 additional damage to the unsavory for each you play. Now ask other players if they have any link cards. Oh, you're supposed to draw back to 5 at the end of your turn.
No.
4, 5.
And
Oh, but no, okay, you don't have any link cards. Okay, I thought you meant no, you didn't have 5 cards. Since they won't be drawing, last chance. Played a reroll card. No, I did not.
So do I shuffle this now? See. Because I don't have to.
Yeah, on your next turn. Okay. Is your roll 5 or higher? Okay. So I got 2, 4. Come on. And a +2. So that is 6. That is higher. Yes. You pass a test. Took damage value 1, reduced by the matching unsavory life by 1, +1 for each of those. So that is 1 y 2 to the square guide. Continue. Did you remove it to 0? Yes, I did. You defeated the unsavory. Remove its life marker from the life track and its figure from the map. Continue. Whenever you defeat an enemy, you gain the loot reward for that enemy listed in the location book. The unsavory loot reward is 1 power. You'll be able to spend power later and improve. Now that doesn't seem fair, that only the person that does the final blow gets the 1 power. Because then everybody's not leveling up earlier or evenly. Like, I think anybody who did damage should be able to get 1 power. Like,
yeah.
That's what you use these for, is like each person would have its own little cube. But what it is what it is. Continue. What action would you like to do next? I slightly have absolutely nothing in my hand because we can't buy anything. These are all 3s. In my turn. Okay, continue. In my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So it is now Blaze's turn. What action would you like to do next? So we can attack. You are in the same square as the unsavory, so you can attack the unsavory. You got to look at your cards, kind of get an idea what you're trying to accomplish. And we apologize if anybody's talking in chat. We can't see what you guys are saying. So hopefully you guys are entertaining yourselves.
I have 2 of those cards. So this one says, when attacking, if the little
Attack.
box here, if the attack reduces the target's life, it becomes badly injured.
Ooh,
so
good.
them.
Yeah, so that's good. So you want to save those for your, well, you are in the attack range, so basically, yeah, you can attack right now. So you're going to attack the unsavory. Okay. I'm already in the space. Okay.
Just with 1? See.
Well, you need to get over 5 total, including, you're currently at 2.
Why am I at 2?
You have to get above 5 to get past his defense, because you're currently at 2, give or take whatever the dice is going to be. You don't have enough. You need to add more cards or more.
So, but I don't understand what am I adding.
Ignore this. Ignore that symbol for now.
Mm-hmm.
That symbol doesn't activate until you do the attack, right?
Okay.
You're only doing the red. You're melee, so you do the red. So you have as many reds as you want. You can add as many as those you want. It may do something for every one that you add. So now you're at 5, plus or minus whatever you roll here. There's a -1. There's a danger, which isn't minus. There's a -2. So there's 1 -2. 1. I'm trying to get the -1s.
So the minus is going to
Reduce your 5 down. So there's 1 -2, 2 -1s. So you're currently at 5.
Then maybe I add
Well,
more.
what other cards you got? Hold on. That's healing, which you may or may not need.
Then drawing.
That allows you to grab a fatigue and draw. What's your other one? Oh, and
That's the one I don't
oh,
understand.
you want to
'Cause
save
it's
that for a
her.
flick? Yeah, you can save it for her.
So draw.
It's when she attacks. When attacking, she does something as well. Yeah.
Draw
So hold-
fatigue. Huh?
Okay, so yeah, so you did your draw fatigue, which allows you to draw a card. Yep.
But this card goes to.
No, that the fatigue goes to your discard.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. All right. And then it's your choice.
And then
Did you want
this
to
one
add?
is reroll.
That allows you to re-roll. You can add that too. All right. So now ask for help. I have an assist card, but if you don't kill him, I'm gonna want to kind of kill him too. So all right. So we'll go with that. See, that's the other thing is if you play an assist card, it should give the other person a benefit. That's like a reason for them to do it. Because a lot of people are like, I would just keep my cards for myself. I mean, we don't do that. That's all we do. Card has an action at the bottom. No. Done resolving exclamation points. Yes. All right. Great. Your vicious bite special effect triggers. If you pass the test, Unsavory will become badly injured. Continue. Next, ask any other players if they would like to support you.
They said no.
Continue. In the book, does it talk about your unsavory bite? Like what it, like, can it stack? Because I'm wondering whether or not
About who?
your unsavory bite, like look for your symbol.
Unsavory.
When a badly injured figure loses one or more life, it loses one additional life. When a badly injured figure is healed, it's increased. Remove this affliction. So I don't think you can do badly injured more than once. I'm thinking you can't. So I'm wondering if that's still your best cards or... What I'm saying is, if you wanted to keep that so you could, if you wanted to try to attack twice. You know what I mean? I don't know if it'll stack. We can see. We can see. Okay, continue. All right. So now you got to roll.
And hope it does not reduce.
Reduce it down below 5,
Below
which
5.
technically you're at 5, 6, 7. So even if you got a -2, you're good.
It will still be
Yeah.
5.
So +1, so you're good. Yes, above 5. All right. So you pass a test. Look at the damage value on your weapon, which is 1. Reduce the matching unsavory by 1. All right. Okay, continue. You played a fox card. Unsavory becomes badly injured. All right. So I don't know where, I guess we'll put it there on the book. It says place the token under the unsavory, but that doesn't make sense because then he's
Then you
standing
cannot
on it. You can't
see
see
it.
it. Yeah, we'll put it on the book. That's fine. Continue. You can look up status effects anytime in the app and back in the rule book, the glossary of the app. Continue. So you only applied the effect. It doesn't add into what you did. So now when we attack him, we'll get the bonus from what you did. So you put a debuff on him. So all right, so you can discard those. No. All right. So your choice is attack the unsavory, forage for wood, train your familiar, which is here, which you don't have enough power for that. Craft an item, which you don't have anything to craft with. Forage for wood, which is up there, or forage for mushrooms. So that would require you to have movement, at least 1 movement, plus a bunch of yellow. Because yellow is how you do those. You do have a bunch of yellow. You
I have
2.
3
You
yellow.
need 3 total, but you can only play 1 of those cards. Now I can assist you though.
Okay, so I played my 2
So
yellow.
do you want? Well, only 1 because you need to move.
I mean, this card.
No. Not right now. You want to move, so you want to play that other one.
Okay, so I play
Where are
this
you going? Wood or mushrooms?
Wood.
Wood. All right. Okay. Healing, but you haven't taken any damage. Continue. So you play that. Play your skill test card. Yep. Oops. It goes away. Now that's one thing the tutorial hasn't been saying is get rid of the card from the previous action. You notice that it's not been saying discard the cards from the previous action.
Yeah.
because you're not supposed to add those. What you're doing. A wand, which doesn't help you. Next, ask if anybody would like to assist. So I will assist you.
Yes, yes.
Give you +1. All right, continue. Roll your die. So you're currently at 3. So, and you need 3 to do it. Plus 2, so 5. Yes. All right. You pass the test. Take the foraged item, which is a piece of wood for your wolf here. Continue. Okay. And I think that's all you can do, right? You have no more cards?
Nope.
All right, so end your turn. End my turn.
Do I draw 5 now?
Yeah, draw 5 when you end your turn. All right, it is the froggy's turn. So I'm going to try to attack the unsavory. Continue. Continue. Already within range. Continue. All right. So, croaking force is 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna do everything I got. 3, 4, 5. So I've got 5. Then did I do any symbol that really matters? No. I only have one explanation anyways. No. Continue. Would you like to provide any support? It's the verde.
You need mucho support?
Well, I mean, I'm at 5. Technically, not really. I mean, I could fail, but...
Do I give you 1 support?
Well, you want to look at your cards and see, okay, are any of those cards... the abilities. You want to look at your top things. Say, are any of the top things you want? So this one here is the one that we're going to take danger, because that's the one that we added to our deck, the fatigue. This Flick is coming up next. This is for Flick's turn, so the wands are for her. Healing isn't necessarily needed because of that. What were you going to do with Flick? You going to have her attack, or are you going to have her come down here and get some mushrooms?
Attack.
Okay, so for her, I'm going to guess she's ranged, meaning you'll need green. I don't know what your range is, so I don't know if you're going to need to move. I'd imagine your range is 1 as well, which means you're going to need to at least move once. So do you have a move 1, or they all move 2s?
1.
Yeah, so you probably could keep...
Fatigue.
Yeah, the fatigue. I mean, technically, you could keep that for your movement. That way you're not wasting movement. And then... keep your 2s. You should be able to do it if you gave me the rest. Oh, well, as if you played it. So,
Oh, wait, what happened with this one?
it goes into your script. Continue.
So this one goes to the Discord. See?
Technically, yeah. So I got a power symbol. So I got 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the one you gave me is 6. So it was higher, yes. Do the 1 damage for my weapon. Reduce the matching unsavory by the amount. Continue. Also he has the debuff. So the debuff does what? Reduces it by 1 more.
The who?
His debuff, the heart, the broken heart on the back of the book.
When a badly injured figure loses 1 or more life, it loses 1 additional life.
So now the question is when did the debuff go in? It told us to remove it, then it told us to add the heart, right? Yeah, so according to it, you do the damage, then add the debuff. Okay, but I do get to take 1 more off because Audrey added the debuff on the previous round. No. All right. That was all my cards. So, no mas. In my turn. Continue. In turn. Oh, danger. Is discontent at 4 or 5. Okay, so we hit danger level 4. So in the app, and just because I haven't expanded the screen yet, it's asking if the discontent is at 4 or 5. I did shrink that back down, right? Okay, I'm about to say, please tell me we've not been playing where you guys couldn't see the book. So yeah,
What symbol is it?
I think we're almost done needing to use the app. $95 to go. Oh wow, there's a lot of chat in there. We haven't caught up. I hope they're entertaining each other because I'm sorry, when we have the screen up for Microsoft Edge, it's covering up you guys' chat. But again, we appreciate you guys from hanging out. We're sorry we can't chat with you. I hope you guys are learning something through this tutorial. Actually, I'm enjoying going through the tutorial because I think for me it feels like, this is a useful video for some people. So, yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're going to answer the question. So like I said, it is asking if we are at discontent 4 or higher. We are not. She's currently not discontented at all. No. So now we get discontent +1. All right, so now our discontent did go up. She is in a cloudy day now. Are there enemies in play? Yes, there's still an enemy in play. All right. Okay, go back. Because there are enemies in play, you'll have to resolve the enemy turn. Continue. All right. So move each unsavory that does not already share a space with a familiar, which they do. Or the baby, up to 2 points towards where they are. The same movement as familiars. If there's more than one familiar that counts as close, then the players choose where they go. Which he's chilling with me and the baby right now. Now each unsavory attacks a familiar it shares a space with. If an unsavory shares a space with more than one familiar, the players choose who it attacks. Is there at least one unsavory sharing a space with one of the familiars? Yes. The unsavory attacks. Before the unsavory does damage to the familiar can defend by performing a resilience skill test. Continue. The difficulty of the resilience test is 5, matching the unsavory melee value. Oh, he melees for 5. Whoosh! Continue. Play one or more cards from your hand with the resilience. Note that for each card you play, you have one less to use during your turn. Dang, and I already gave you a card in the last turn. Continue. I didn't know they were going to start going. All right, so he's going to attack for 5. I do have a 2 defense, 4 defense. No, actually, I have a 5 because mine's my guy. So I have 5 defense. Yeah, I have 5 defense there. All right, so he's at 5. I'm at 5, but I think I still need to roll the skill test dice. And I imagine it's the difference of the 2. I imagine the damage is the difference of the 2, because that's how Aftermath worked. Moving, attacking, defending. Okay. Make a resilience skill test with melee difficulty as melee attack value. If the melee attack is equal to its range attack value as a range attack. The familiar passes the skill test, does not lose any life. The familiar fails the skill test, subtract the skill test result from the enemy's attack value and reduce the familiar's life by the difference. Okay, so it is the difference. Okay, so I'm going to stay at 5. I do not have any exclamation points. All right. Next, ask if anybody would want to support. It's up to you, but I think I'm good. Continue. Since you won't be drawing, Oops. Go back. There we go. I hit the wrong button. All right, where's the die? There it is. All right, come on, something other than the thing that when I had the lightning bolt. Did I give him a lightning bolt? No, I did not.
Let's say no.
Or no, wait a minute. Who? My last turn was him. Yeah, it was him. So I did. I don't think I did. So 2. All right. So -2. Wow, that was not what I wanted. That took my down to 2. He attacks for 5. Is my total 5 or higher? No. Subtract the total result from the enemy familiar's life by the difference. So he loses 3. Luckily, it's my tank. Luckily, it's the guy with 8. So he goes down to 5. I'm going to have to do some healing. All right. So those get discarded. Continue. Was it 0? No. Is at least one unsavory sharing a space with one more familiars? No. The unsavory only has melee attack, but some have ranged. Those enemies will target a familiar that they do not share space with, and they have line of sight. Continue. Next, for the enemy's turn, move the enemies again. Follow the same rules as step 1 to move the unsavory figures again. They move twice? Oh, because we got to go twice, or someone's got to go twice. Continue. Oh, hang on. So we move again. Is he trying to move towards us, or is he trying to move away from us now? Is he like running in, hitting us, and leaving? Moving an enemy, attacking with an enemy, defending with an enemy. The start of the defeated familiar's next turn, they return to play. Yeah. That's weird. Why is it saying move the enemy again? The rulebook doesn't say to move them twice. Enemy turn. Instruct players to resolve an enemy turn and give you a list of steps to follow. These steps will often involve moving and attacking. After completing them, tap done. Oh, okay, I see what it is. So the enemy's turn is up here in the background, which we didn't see. So the first thing says move, then it says attack, then it says move again. For each unsavory that does not already share space with familiar baby, 1 move point towards the nearest familiar baby. Oh, move again means move the other familiars again. Yeah, because they already do share space. Familiar and the baby, 1 point towards the nearest familiar / baby. Capture if 1 or more unsavory shares a space with the baby and no familiars. Move 1 of these unsavory and the baby 2 more points towards the bad space. The ends is moving on the bad space, gain misfortune +3. Okay, so I don't think we have to do this because he's already in the square with me. Continue. Last unsavory will try to capture the baby. The baby, if no familiars are with it. Don't let this happen. Continue. All right. So, yeah, I'm still there, so you can't capture the baby. Okay. All right. So that was the enemy's turn. Done. All right. So now it is Flicker's turn. What would you like to do? Care for the baby, which I think brings the discontent down. And you do have the food. But you wanted to attack, didn't you?
But I don't want the baby to.
You want
to
the
die.
baby to be mad and sad?
Yep.
Okay. Care for the baby. Okay. To care for the baby, first you must perform a move action to enter the baby's space.
Oh.
Okay. So the baby's here with me.
1, 2.
So you're 1, 2. Yeah. So you just need to do a move of 2.
Wait, that one?
I don't know. I almost think we're going to switch the card as soon as they tell us how to actually feed the baby. So any of them that have 2 is fine for now. That one's fine. Just something with a 2. All right. Okay, so you played that. The sword doesn't do anything because that's not you. There's no sword, right? Yeah, no sword. Okay. All right. What is the discontent on the sideboard? It is currently 1. Okay. According to discontent card, you can perform an insight skill test. Difficulty 6 to soothe the baby. The insight value on the skill card you play for the test will contribute to your total. So soothe the baby. Make an eyeball skill test, and you need to get 6 or higher.
To have that one.
So now that we know how to do it, that's a 1, so that's an okay card. Okay, so that's 3. You want to get close to 6 as you can.
No. 4.
Well, and then the other thing is remember that, yeah, probably, and then you got to hope you get a +1. Well, hang on, I got a link. There you go. Now you're at 6. Well, that's gonna make my
So
next.
I don't use this?
My next hand's gonna be.
Or we still use this?
You still have to do that every time we do a skill check. Still got to roll. So So plus
Cool.
1. So he didn't need my assist, but that's fine. Okay. Continue. Continue. Hang on. Did you have any exclamation points?
Yes, and the
All right.
fatigue.
Yeah. So we're going to have to do that. Increase the danger level on the app by plus 1. The more danger goes up, likely something will happen. Continue. The symbol on every fatigue card, after playing the fatigue card for a move or skill test, instead of placing a discard, it goes back in the fatigue pile. Right? No more exclamation points, correct?
Yep.
Done resolving. All right. Next, asking your players if they would like to support. We were kind of already supported. Was your six or higher? Yes. You passed. Remove the lowered the discontent by 1. Continue. All right. So you have no more cards. We forgot to increase the danger by 1, didn't we? Oh, minus is not going to work. All right. And then you're going to have to end your turn because that is it. All right. So now it is Big Boy. It's Chalk's turn. Chalk is going to, wow, Chalk would love to do a beatdown, but Chalk is going to have some issues doing a beatdown. So Chalk is going to do a beatdown though. So he's going to attack the unsavory. Already in the space. Continue. Yeah, I know. All right. So I got this, so I can get 2 fatigue cards to draw 2 cards. That was not what I wanted to do, but it's fine. So I got that. Which gives me my my ability, which gives me +1 attacks. That's good. That'll take him out. Well, actually, it'd take him out anyways. He's a 2, and we'll do 2 damage. I'll succeed. 2, 3, 4, 5. Played that, so that heals me 1, which is good. I need healing. All right. So I'm right at 5. Do you have an assist card?
Yes.
Would you like to play the assist card? I'm trying to kill that guy. She's deciding.
Yes.
All right, I'm done resolving these because I know what they do now. Did you play a card with that? Yes, I did. Continue. Continue. I don't know if it's 5 or higher. I haven't rolled the dice yet. Oish. Well, that's better than nothing. That's better than nothing.
Fatigue.
That's the danger. That's still 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then what you gave me was 6, so it's still higher. Yes. Pass the test, so we reduce it by 2. 1, 2.
Muerte?
He's muerte. So he leaves the board. Muerte later. Aquí. We might bring him back. Something might happen, and they might come back.
And when do we finish? When do
So
we
every life
kill
is
them all?
0. Yes. Defeated. Remove its life marker. Continue. Gain 1 power. Okay. Continue. That is all I can do in turn. Continue. And then I roll down the dice, so I have to do +1 there. So in turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So the only thing we've got left is the mushroom and exiting, basically. There's no bad guys left. So the question is, do we want to spend a little bit more time to get the mushroom, or do we just want to leave so more danger, no more danger stuff happens?
I don't know.
You don't know. Well, it's your character's turn. You have to decide.
No more danger. Leave.
You want to leave?
You don't want to leave.
Hmm?
You don't want to leave?
No, we can. It's fine.
Let's leave.
Okay. So... where's the... We went to letter A. Oh, this is what happens. At the end of the familiar's turn, if any familiars and the baby are in this space, you may leave this location instead of pressing the end turn in the app. Upon leaving this location, enter 133 in the app. When leaving, if any enemies are in play, gain misfortune. Okay, so we just need to get there, and then I enter 133 in the app instead of clicking end turn. Okay, So, all right. So can you get? Oh, you got to get there with the baby though. Well, all familiars and the baby. All of us need to get there.
So I need 3 for Blaze, and I need 2 for.
Well, it'll be the next
Flicker.
turn. So we're still gonna have to click in turn a couple more times. The hope is that I have some more. My little bandit mask comes up at some point, which it hasn't. All right. So yeah. So you're doing Blaze. So she needs
1, 2, 3.
2, 3. Yeah. She needs 3, which you have. I mean, it's easy to get out. That's what I was saying. Did you have enough to do both? I don't know how much yellow you had. I got a little bit of yellow. I might be able to do it with the frog. I can do it with the frog and get out.
I also have yellow.
You got a lot of yellow. You probably should. You could get down there to the mushroom and get out, I think, this turn. Because this would be 2, 3 to get down here, right? Which would be 2. Oh, no, then you'd be discarding 2 of your yellows. You got a lot of yellow, though. We need the mushroom to get these cards here. Magic Milk. You may discard this card on your turn while sharing a space with the baby to reduce. Okay, so you can just discard this to reduce the discontent. That's good. This one, which you can actually make, because you have the food and the mushroom, right? When making a skill test, discard this card to pass the test. Cannot be used when attacking or defending. So this is an automatic skill test pass when you craft this. Yeah, so I don't know. It's up to you, Mila. I mean, it's her turn, and she already has one of the ingredients you need to craft this.
So I want the mushroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you go. So you need to do
1, 2.
1, 2. Oh, actually, it's only 2. We were looking at the wrong character. Oh no, it is Blaze's turn. Sorry. No, that wouldn't do you any good because Flicker needs to do it, not Blaze. So yeah, Blaze can just run away. So keep your yellows for Flicker.
So, but he needs 3. 1, 2, 3 to leave.
Yeah.
Or she, I mean.
2, yeah, 3. No matter what, you need 3. Yeah, so you're
No,
gonna have,
Blaze.
yeah, Blaze. She'll need 2 cards. So just figure out which 2 cards you wanna use. Hi, Beanie Beanies.
These 2.
Okay. So, no. Yeah, that's fine. 2. All right. So Blaze is leaving. All right. So we will click in turn, continue, in turn. So draw back up to 5. Discontent at 4 or 5. No. Discontent goes up by 1. Are enemies in play? No. Continue to the next familiar's turn. Okay. Oh, and it reset our danger because there's no enemies in play. Oh, so there's no enemies in play. We can just hang out and keep going. All right. So you're right. I don't need it either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I just need to get out, which is just 1 movement for me. So I'll go ahead and do the fatigue to get this out of my hand. That leaves me 1. So then I end my turn. Continue. End turn. All right. So now it is Blaze's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So she needs 1, 2 to get here. Remember, you need your yellows when you get in there.
So I should do.
No, keep those.
Keep the yellow.
Yeah, keep the yellows. So just anything else, it's got a 2.
It says if there are no enemies in place, Blaze gains food.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, but you're playing that. You play that for the
Movement.
But you didn't have this previous hand.
No, I have it now.
Oh, well, that's fine. Yeah, but you play this for the action.
So
you play. Well, that's fine. You can play that for the action. So play for
and I
that for
still
the
play
action,
something for the move.
and still move. Yeah. So Blaze gets food, and then you play that for your move. 1, 2.
No, but that is the other kid.
Yeah, that's who it is. You're currently Flicker. So it's Flicker's turn.
So I play this one for
Flicker.
Flicker. Oh,
And then it's your choice. Do you want to add more fatigue to your deck to draw a card? I think we're at the end. You don't need to. So I wouldn't do that ability. All right.
Okay.
So now we're going to do the skill check. I'm not even going to do the app because I know how this works. So you need to
You're
get
so
3.
inteligente.
You need to get 3 or higher. So
On my ojo?
yeah, it should. Yeah. So you only need 1 to get out. So technically, if you played both of your 2s,
Yeah.
that might be enough. So you play both your 2s. And then what's her ability? Yeah, those are attack abilities. All right. So you do that and roll the dice.
So I cannot get minus.
No minuses. Well, -1's fine. Plus
Plus
1.
one?
All right,
I never
so
got minus with this
so
die.
you are successful. So you like that die, I hear. All right. So you
And
get
it is
this.
purple. It's because
And
of-
then, so
the
now
mushroom is
let's
purple.
do this. Let's do craft an item so we can see how this works. Craft an item. All right. To perform craft action with the familiar you control, choose a card from the crafting row, which you have it. If you have the resources listed at the bottom of the card, return those resources to supply, then equip or stash the card. Draw a new card from the crafting deck to refill the row. All right. Other familiars have the resources I need. The active familiars in the space of the familiar, you can trade with them, but it costs 1 danger because trading is dangerous. All right, so you have what you need. Continue. So you get rid of both of these, and then you get this scone and add it to your supply. All right. And then you have enough to escape, right? 2 more to run away.
2.
2. Yep. So there you go. So you are out. So I'm coming, guys. Don't worry about me. All right. So draw your 5 cards again. All right. So I just need to go 1, 2 as well. So there we go. I'll do sneaky. I think. Nope. Nope. Oh, actually, I'm going to do, I'm not going to do sneaky. Sneaky doesn't make sense. I'm going to do rest because then I get to heal 1. So I was hurt, but now I can move 2, 1, 2. All right. So all of us are now here with the, I keep dropping the baby.
Baby's already dead.
Baby is dead. I'm dropping the baby. All right, fine. Baby, here. Somebody else take care of the baby. All right. So
I
it
will.
says instead of ending my turn, it says go into the app and put in 133. So 133, right? 133. All right, so let's go back over to OBS real quick so I can increase the size of this because we're probably going to be story time. Story time. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's minimize this. We're going to click go. Random rules. In order to complete the tutorial, are just a few more rules to review that you did not learn on the first location page. Continue. After rolling the chance die during a skill test, each reroll allows you to reroll the chance dice. If you're in a space with another familiar, you can do a trade. Oh, it's going to go through everything that wasn't green, basically. Equipping items are placed face up near the familiar's character. They can have 1 weapon, 1 armor, 1 accessory, and any number of consumables. All right. Continue. When items are gained, items will be equipped and stashed immediately. You may also take an equip action during your turn to equip or stash items. Familiar's life die is 0. It will be defeated and flees. There are several steps to follow when a familiar is defeated. First, remove the familiar from the board. Place its character card. Next, 2 misfortune. Try to finish each chapter with a little misfortune. Next, acquire 2 fatigue, adding the fatigue to your discard pile. Later, when playing fatigue, instead of placing it in your discard pile, place it back in the fatigue pile. Next, set the defeated familiar's life to the maximum value. That familiar becomes badly injured. Place a badly injured token on them. This means that of the afflictions of badly injured can be looked up in the rulebook. Yeah, which we did. At the start of the defeated turn, return the player to the containing another familiar to any place with another familiar. If there's no others, place it on the starting spot or the campfire. I'm guessing campfires are somewhere in here. Congratulations, you've completed the tutorial. You can continue playing normal. You can always look up actions, effects, and other keywords in the rulebook. If you've ever liked to review this tutorial, turn to page 3 on the location book and enter 101 in the app as if you're starting a new game. There we go. All right, guys. Whew. All of that for that. That was a lot of reading. My voice is
Is this gonna be our? Is this our last game? No.
I'm gonna think this is gonna say no. We have 2 games after this. I'm thinking this is going to save, so it's actually about perfect timing because 7 o'clock is when I had game one for. All right. So follow the travel route on the campaign map that leads to the bridge over. All right, here you go. So it says we are going to the bridge. Yeah, there's a put game away option, so we're going to do that. But it'll tell us how to put everything back in. All right. So it says the travel map. We started down here at the bottom. I guess you could just mark them so that way you gotta do like the maps in the movies where it puts an X, a red X, right? It says the bridge over the silvering location. Fill in the bubble in that location or exit or however you're doing this. Do you want to continue or put the game away and resume from this point in a later time? So we're going to go ahead and put the game away. So we'll see what it says to do. Follow these steps. Each player shuffles all their skill cards together and chooses one of the familiars they control. Then place those cards in that familiar's deck box.
Shuffle it.
Yeah, so grab all of your cards, put them back together. Shuffle.
Wait, I think I have fatigue.
Yeah, you keep the fatigue. This is your new deck. This deck continues to grow and change as we play. Put their items, resources, and everything in their box. Use baggies to preserve the current state of the training deck and crafting deck. Keep the discard piles for these decks separate. When returning to a game, do not shuffle the training and crafting decks and return the discard piles for those decks to their save state. Store the deck boxes and all other components away for the game. So it says we need baggies. I guess it expects, you're a bunch of board gamers. You have tons of baggies.
But, so here
put that inside of
this
the box. Yep.
And what is the...
Remember we combined them at the beginning, before we started.
But so what do we put in her
Nothing.
box? Nothing?
Nothing, because we're just playing them together.
See, but and the resources of both? No.
Yeah, everything goes in the box. All your
And
stuff.
how do I know which one was from each next time? We need both boxes.
That doesn't make sense. You're right. Put each familiar's
See,
items.
In Aftermath we did that.
Oh, it does say, it says their items and resources in their own box. So the deck goes in one box. And then his mini doesn't fit in his box with the deck in there. So if I take the deck out, it would fit. There you go. He fits.
He's holding the baby. Does he get to keep it?
Okay, so you can keep the baby. All right, and then I'll put his item card because that's all he had in his box. One thing I was disappointed about the, I have to show the camera because we're still doing it over again, is the dials don't fit in the boxes. To me, that's a big oversight. The dials don't fit in the boxes, nor do the player cards.
That would be nice if they did.
So basically, as long as all your stuff is in a box for your character, we are good to go. All right, so that is that. I need baggies, it says. So, baggies. All right, so... All right, it says to save this state. So best bet is, I guess, the ones that were in the row, we'll put on top like this. I can watch this video if I forget what I did. And then put these three on top of this, like that. And then we have a baggie for these. And then we have a baggie. Well, that's not a baggie, that's a plastic thingy.
Baggies are plastic thingies.
Well, that's one of those weird plastic thingies. These. And then these ones don't have a box or a baggie, so they just kind of chill out. All right. Store the boxes and components in the game. Important, do not alter any of the dials on any of the boards. Done. All right. I'm confused. Why did it take me back here? Oh, I guess I just need to put that journal entry in when we're ready to start. So, because it says 1:30. What's it say on there? There's a number.
On where? On where?
On your map. Your map you filled out.
105.
105. All right. 105. There we go. All right. So let's go back to the webcam only. There we go, guys. Whew, that was a little bit of a game. I apologize. You guys were hopefully chatting with each other because we couldn't see chat that entire time. But now we know how to play. So we're playing a little bit slower than normal. So if you guys want to watch more of this gameplay or more of the story, the campaign, which I definitely do. I like this. This was kind of fun. I'd like to actually play it versus having to go through the tutorial. Oh, me froggy. He needs to go in his box. Then let us know down in the comments if you'd like to see us play this again, if you're watching this after the fact. Otherwise, that is it for Plaid Hat Games. Like I said, we are still trying to get to that goal there. If you would like to maybe see this game in the big deluxe bundle giveaway, we're trying to hit that before the end of our streams tonight. Next up is Gameland Games. We're going to be doing Tiny Epic Zombies, which we've never done. And we're going to be doing Dungeons, Tiny Epic Dungeons, which we have done. But we're going to do the story mode, which we've not done. So we'll see how that works out. Again, gracias for supporting.
Thank you. Gracias
Extra
por
Life,
supporting
para los
Extra
niños.
Life y los niños.
And we're going to go take a quick break. So we'll probably be back around 7:30. Dave is putting snacks in his Ziploc baggies. So we will be back then. And I guess we'll see you then.
Adios.
Adios. There you go. Peace.